Welcome back to Range 3 with Pyramid Tubular Products. Today we have an exciting guest, one of our key vendors. Vallourec is going to join us here in a minute. But before we get started, Jeff, give us an update of what you're seeing in the market.
Yeah, we've actually seen a fair amount of news come out over the past couple of weeks compared to normal weeks during the pandemic. Obviously, the big news is the announcement of the Chevron acquisition of Noble Energy. And could this be the first domino to fall, as we should expect to see more and more consolidation going on throughout the industry? Either way, hopefully this is a good sign that we've seen the bottom of the market. On the OCTG side of things, we're seeing more and more operators continue to ask for AFEs to see if it makes sense to put a rig back to work even as early as the third quarter. So we've talked about imports in previous discussions. Looking at the back half of this year, imports continue to fall. Imports were down 27% from May to June and 23% on domestic production for the same month. So suppliers are reluctant to place any new orders or speculate on any inventory. So we'll get a chance to talk to Vallourec today and get an update on their facilities and see what they have in the pipeline for the rest of the year.
Yeah, as Jeff mentioned, today with Vallourec, we're going to talk about new grades. We're going to talk about new connections and some new services that we're being presented from them. We are excited at the time of this filming. We've just secured a 3-well trial for VAM Sprint SF, which is their new high torque connection. And with that, let's talk to Nick Mawford and Darren Santeler. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, everybody.
How you doing, guys?
Well, thank you for joining us, Nick. We'll jump right in. We all understand that our industry is going through a difficult time right now. Can you start off this conversation and give us an idea of where Vallourec stands operationally in the U.S.?
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks, Brett. First and foremost, we've been very proactive in protecting the health and safety of the teams at all of our facilities. We've taken significant measures to protect all of the team members and their families during this current pandemic. With all that in mind, our US facilities are open and operational and ready to supply all of our full range of products. But of course, due to the current market conditions, we've had to make some adjustments in each of our facilities to better align with the current demand. However, we remain agile and continue to accept all new orders with the flexibility to adjust quickly. We are very well prepared to continue serving our customers during the current crisis and well beyond.
Thanks. I know it's a difficult question. We appreciate you addressing that. And, Jeff, as our customers get busier, we'll have to take advantage of that capability.
Absolutely. Darren, Vallourec has recently launched new pipe grades and threads. Can you share with our guests what Vallourec has added to the portfolio on both pipe grades as well as connections?
Yeah, sure. So we've been actively developing products based on input from our customers in all regions. As an example, P110 MY, which is available today, it's fully API compliant. It uses pipe from the top yield side of P110 and couplings from the bottom side of the range P110. And the idea is to offer a bit more ductility in the coupling, something that most operators or many operators in the Permian have asked us about. And so the intent is to give them that product. It's, like I mentioned, available today. And in most cases, it's able to maintain the ratings of the higher yield strength pipe because the coupling stock is so much thicker. Another example is our P110 Ems, which is due out at the beginning of next year, 2021. Historically, Eagleford operators used well designs with T95, but we saw a large shift when we developed our P110 MS due to the higher yield strength and higher fracture pressures they could utilize. And that's worked for most until recently as we've continued to see the development of Eagleford. It's shifted to areas more and more sour. And so our P110 EMS, or enhanced mild sour, is testing the most critical application, or the coupling stock, to ensure that the grade is capable of these increased sour demands. And that's important. It will be full NACE Region 2 certified as we finish the testing, and like I mentioned, beginning of 2021 for full deployment. But I got to say, the most exciting part for me is the connection development. So we've put together a unique group of people to try to aim our new designs at the onshore unconventional market. It's an R&D group at heart, for sure, but it also includes manufacturing, technical sales, and applications engineer. And the idea behind including all of these was to make sure that we understand how small design tweaks would affect the overall manufacturing ability and for the operator, how it would actually run and perform in the field. So all of those key people in the group help make those decisions. VAM Sprint SF, the first in this new series of connections, was developed by this group, and it was launched last month, middle of June. It's a semi-premium, semi-flush, high-torque connection suited for production casing sizes. And it is available today. In 5.5 20-pound, it's capable of over 40,000 foot of operational torque, and that's driftable operational torque that we've tested to. This gives the operator the ability to rotate as needed during cementing or while running. And it's also 90% tension efficient, so that gives the operator the ability to run one string top to bottom without the need for crossovers in most applications. And we looked at how testing or how connections are utilized in the market today, and we designed a test program around that. So we do make and breaks for this connection as we were designing it. So the make and breaks actually simulate making up on the rig. After that, we do the actual heat samples. So we will bake out the connection. We will actually run fatigue as well to simulate running the connection. After we run the fatigue, we will do 50 frac cycles. And this is all followed by sealability. So the connection goes through the most real world application testing, and this is what this connection has been tested to. And it's a demanding test sequence for sure, probably one of the most demanding for onshore applications. But the idea is this is what operators need in today's environment. Assurance they have full well integrity to produce the wells when they come online. The second, VAM Sprint FJ, it's due out within a few months. Initial design has this as a true flush connection, and it's intended for intermediate casing sizes. The design input was something that was economically viable for the operators to be able to run, and to also remove the need for an API by flush string design so they could run one connection top to bottom and simplify their operations. That connection is due out within a few months, so we'll definitely encourage you to check back. And as I mentioned, this is a series of connections, and series implies more than two. It generally implies at least a few or three. So definitely I would encourage you to check back with Vallourec, VAM, and Pyramid as we are able to share more details. And finally, the one other area that we've developed is training. So we've been told that connections and connection development, testing, design, and running is all something that is lacking in actual testing or actual application for engineers in the field to learn more about. So to try to help, we put together what we refer to as Connections Essentials last year. We ran a few of them at the end of last year and at the beginning of this year. And it goes through the differences of API, semi-premium, premium connections, why you would choose different sealing mechanisms, how torque is generated, hoop stress. And these are all aspects that we are trying to help the end users learn more about. And while, like I mentioned, we hosted a few already, the COVID has changed that along with everything else. So we're transitioning the class to an online format, and we would encourage you to reach out to Vallourec, VAM, or Pyramid if there's more interest in attending one of these classes.
Thanks, Darren. Nick, our final question is in regards to Vallourec Smart. And we all know one thing, and that is with any kind of downturn, there's a re-examination of the supply chain. There's a re-examination of the operations. Can you tell us about Vallourec Smart and the idea behind Vallourec Smart in terms of cost savings and safety and environmental issues on the well site?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks again. Vallourec.smart is our service offering. In a nutshell, it is delivering pipe to the customer's rig ready. It combines a mixture of both traditional physical services and state-of-the-art digital solutions throughout the life cycle of the pipe's production, delivery, and installation. It allows us to deliver improved HSE and quality to our customers, as well as improved cost and operational savings. Our physical services allow us to deliver to the customer the experience that they expect from Vallourec when it comes to quality to the rig site. Our digital services have been developed in conjunction with our customers. They allow us to bring in an array of solutions that tackle the entire life cycle of the pipe. Some of the benefits that we're seeing with combining our products and services are improved safety performance. It's less people at the rig and less handling of the tubulars. Reduced environmental impact. Again, less people at the rig, less potential for dope spillages, less trucking, less waiting time. A reduction in the amount of paperwork generated. We minimise the number of vendors involved in delivering a rig-ready product to the rig site. Vastly improved traceability from mill to installation of the tubulars. NetStream billing that gives real-time tracking and instant visibility to your pipe inventory. Improved tubular running speeds. The quick release protectors that we offer can give up to 20 seconds per joint in time saving. The pipe arrives with running dope, again, maybe another 10 seconds of savings there. The software allows us to do real-time monitoring of the connection makeup as well. And it also has an AI interface that alerts you to any human error. The other thing we really are proud of is it's about the data. The data allows material traceability from the mill to the installation, running analytics and supply chain optimization. This is just the start of our digital service offering. We continue to develop new and innovative solutions to improve safety, quality, while decreasing the cost of well construction.
Nick, thanks for that update on Vallourec Smart. Pyramid has been using Vallourec Smart services now for over a year. I think it's really important to understand the technology involved with that platform. And if you all want to see where the future of tubulars are going, ask Joe Hill with Vanfield Services to give you a demonstration about how we can see RFID technology in the field with Vallourec Smart Services. Nick, one follow-up question to that. I know we've used Vallourec Smart before in the Mid-Con. Can you tell us some other regions where you have trialed Vallourec Smart Services?
So that's a great question, Brett. We're currently running this service in the Eagleford, in the Mid-Con. We have run it in the Northeast. We're preparing to run this in Canada as well. We've got opportunities for it in the back end. So really every play where our customers are currently working and plan to work, we have the opportunity to run the Vallourec.smart services there as well.
Great. Well, guys, we appreciate the update, and you all are an important vendor for us. So, number one, we want you all to be safe during this troubling time of COVID-19. Number two, we appreciate all the efforts of not just the commercial staff, but the operational teams being flexible during this troubled time. So, thank you for your time today.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, mate. Take care. Bye-bye.
We'll see you all in the next episode of Range 3 with Pyramid Tubular.
Pull the shade over the window.